This is how Kobbie Mainoo looked just 10 months ago.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm just happy to be on the pitch for Manchester United, but yeah, wherever the manager needs me to play. Today it was higher up and yeah, it turned out well and I enjoyed it.
And most recently, he was reduced to only 4 minutes against Crystal Palace, and fans really aren't happy.
But he's got so much talent, it's like, there has to be a way to get him in the team.
Mainoo's a player that needs to be playing. He needs to be playing every week. If you see, we had players, people like Wayne Rooney, if they don't play for the game, they're a bag of shit, you know what I mean? Because honestly they are, because they're not ready.
This was a kid who was playing in the Euros final not that long ago, now reduced to just 4 minutes against Crystal Palace. How does that even happen?
I think he was phenomenal with England in the tournament. He shone in that. Before that with United, he was scoring, he was influencing games, etc. That hasn't quite gone right for him since then.
Well, let's start here. Kobbie Mainoo didn't just break into the England squad. He became one of Gareth Southgate's most trusted midfielders in the biggest tournament on the planet. He started the Euro 2024 final against Spain, a 19-year-old playing on the biggest stage in Europe with the world watching, calm, composed and confident. That alone tells you how elite he is. And just months later, he's barely seen the pitch at Manchester United. Under Erik Ten Hag, Mainoo wasn't just eased in gently, he was thrown into the deep end, trusted in big matches and encouraged to be himself. Ten Hag gave him minutes, he gave him responsibility, he gave him belief. And Mainoo responded by becoming one of United's standout performers, one of the few bright spots in a chaotic season. He looked like the future of the club. Then Ruben Amorim arrived and everything changed.
I think he's a big talent, and you guys know better than me that he's a big talent. I think he needs to increase the rhythm, the pace. I'm always on top of that with Kobbie, because he's so good sometimes, but he can be better.
A manager known for trusting youth has ignored United's academy almost completely. Mainoo, the biggest academy breakthrough in years, suddenly finds himself on the outside looking in. The minutes have dried up, the trust vanished, the momentum died. And it looks like bro can't even be asked to get a trim before games anymore. He looks so dejected coming on against Crystal Palace for only 4 minutes. United needed control, energy and composure against Crystal Palace, and yet Mainoo was kept on the bench until the 90th minute. The last 4 minutes, added on time, is all he was trusted for. Just 4 minutes. For a player good enough to start the Euros final not that long ago. That's how fast football can change. If you want to break a young player's confidence, that's exactly how you do it. And the saddest part, you can see it in his face. Last season, he played with swagger, with joy, with total confidence. Now he looks hesitant, uncertain, like someone terrified of making a mistake because he won't get the chance to fix it. And even that's harsh, because he's not even getting the minutes really. Young players need rhythm, they need trust, they need identity. Right now, Mainoo has none of that. Even Paul Scholes has had enough. He's openly criticised the way Mainoo has been handled, saying Amorim hasn't helped him develop and that United are making a big mistake. Scholes isn't someone who throws out reckless opinions. When he speaks, United fans listen, and his message is clear. This is mismanagement and a huge wasted talent. But here's what makes this situation even crazier. While United are benching him, Europe's biggest clubs are watching closely. Chelsea were linked to not that long ago. David Ornstein has recently reported that Mainoo is one of the most sought after young midfielders for 2026. Napoli are monitoring him, others are lining up. Everyone sees his talent except the one club he plays for. If things don't change, Mainoo could push for a January move, and you can't blame him. He went from starting the Euros final to barely touching the pitch for his club. And make no mistake, if he leaves, United won't just lose an academy graduate, they'll lose one of the brightest young midfielders in Europe. The worst part is, even Manchester United fans can see how badly he's been treated. It's sad seeing a youngster that's come through your academy look so sad and dejected. He really does look a shell of himself. Having a manager that doesn't trust you, there's nothing worse. At least under Erik Ten Hag, he was given the trust and the platform to grow, and obviously gave him the platform to step up for England and actually start in a final, which is crazy. And now, for whatever reason, Ruben Amorim trusts the more experienced, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, but when you're building for the future, you can't be treating youngsters, especially as talented as Kobbie Mainoo, like this.
Kobbie, I'm so happy for you, man. First camp, 2 caps, 1 player of the match trophy. How does it feel?
It's an honour, honestly, to get called up and to play for England, and especially at Wembley 2 times in a row, and to start this time. It's incredible.
The talent is still there. You don't just start a Euros final at 19 unless you're special. United have one of the brightest young talents of this generation, and right now, Ruben Amorim is wasting him. The big question is simple: will they fix this before it's too late? Should Mainoo stay and fight, or is it time for him to go somewhere else? It's a tough one because Manchester United are actually doing okay this season. They're on the up, but with no Europe in the midweeks as well, it's not as if he can get some minutes in like the Conference League or the Europa League. He's been forced to just sit on the bench in the Premier League games and get such limited minutes. The thing with Ruben Amorim is he's proved that he's one of the most stubborn managers, and in some ways it's working because he's getting the results now, but he refuses to change system or to change many players around. So I don't know what the future looks like for Kobbie Mainoo, but one thing's for sure, he will not be sat on that bench for much longer. He'll be pushing for a move, and I'm sure most Manchester United fans can see it in his face. Only getting 4 minutes against Crystal Palace when they need more control in midfield is criminal. Now, getting called up for England seems like an absolute lifetime away. The likes of Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton getting called up, and now Kobbie Mainoo, no one is mentioning him. No one's talking about him getting called up for England. The worst part is you don't just lose the talent like that. You simply need the system and the platform to grow, and you need a manager that trusts you. And right now, Ruben Amorim has no trust in him, clearly. So let me know what you think, whether you're a football fan or you're a Manchester United fan. What would you do as Kobbie Mainoo? Would you look for a new club? Do you go out on loan? Or do you try win the trust of Ruben Amorim? Let me know in the comments, and if you have enjoyed, please do drop a like. It helps the channel so much. And let's hope Kobbie Mainoo can start finding some minutes somewhere.